Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Chat to Review. I'm your host Alex.
And I'm Steph.
Today we are going to be getting our morning fix by trying Dunkin' Donuts coffee and some of their food items. And we're going to show you how to get some cheaper alternatives to Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, let's get started.
So today we have here a couple things that we ordered from Dunkin'. We have donuts in here, of course, but I need to say I am actually a newbie. Like, I have never had Dunkin' Donuts before, so this is actually going to be an experience for me.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to think about, but I think when it comes to donuts, I've always been more of like a Krispy Kreme person, or I just don't eat donuts in general. So I never really thought to go to Dunkin', and I just always thought that they were more known for their donuts, but it turns out they're actually more known for their coffee.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the same vibe as Starbucks, but
Yeah.
obviously not as popular.
Yeah.
I actually fell in love with, or not fell in love with, but tried Dunkin' for the first time, like over this whole quarantine thing. I just needed a coffee fix one day, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know what, I just really want to try it. And I like it a lot, so wanted you to try it, review the brand with me.
Yes, and they've also had some new products come out, one of which being, I have it right here, this snackin' bacon. So it's literally just like a large side of bacon.
Yeah, is it like candied or?
I don't know, I think it's more of just like peppered.
Oh.
But it smells pretty good. So we have snackin' bacon, we have some mini donuts. I'm not going to take them out just because they're like literally just in there. So we have some mini donuts. I'll lay them down so we can enjoy them. And then I got my usual, I know I'm basic AF, but I always get like an iced vanilla latte every time I go to Starbucks, or just a vanilla latte in general. So I thought that I would try my usual, but from Dunkin' this time. So
yes. And I got a medium, I was about to say grande, iced, what was it?
Like sweet cream cold
Oh
brew?
yeah, vanilla sweet cream cold brew. But it's their version, so it's like cold brew with vanilla and cream is how you would order that.
That sounds really good. And actually, I've gotten that from Starbucks, and that's probably one of my favorite. If I get cold brew, I usually get like a vanilla sweet cream.
Yeah, I feel like we both got like our regulars.
Yes.
Dunkin', I will say, is a hit or miss, so I'm kind of nervous to see, like, it's never the same. But I feel like that's how it is with Starbucks sometimes too. Like, it just depends on the barista.
Yeah.
But especially,
I swear, like, Starbucks, and I know that they have to deal with a bunch of Karens. Like, I get it, but I swear sometimes, like, they just do not care. And if I'm paying $5 for a vanilla latte, then I better get a good vanilla latte and not something that tastes like crap.
I agree.
Because sometimes I swear they don't put enough, like, I swear they don't put syrup in it.
Where? Starbucks?
At Starbucks.
Yeah, I feel like they'd never put, like, enough. Or they put way too much.
Yeah. Or they put sugar-free, and I immediately know that it's sugar-free.
Yes.
It just ruins my day. I know that's, like, first world problems, of course. But seriously.
It's still, like, you're spending money on it, right? What do you think as far as like first impression of the size? Because this is just a medium.
Yeah, first impression, I don't even remember how much this was. I think it was like $2 or $3.
Yeah, I think $3 maybe max.
Yeah, $3 max. It's a really good size. Like, this is huge, and I'm hoping that it tastes really good. It looks good. I love Dunkin's packaging, actually. I think they've done a really good job. And they've, I don't know if you've noticed, but they've changed their name from Dunkin' Donuts to just Dunkin', like on everything. Because I think they're trying to get away. I think they're trying to be more known for their coffee. Because I remember listening to a podcast, I think it's called Business Wars or something, and they go into the rivalry between Dunkin' and Starbucks. And it originally started out like just solely based on coffee at Dunkin', which is kind of interesting because they just get known for donuts.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really excited. I'm hoping that I will be converted, but we'll see.
I think that you'll enjoy, but
let's just head right in.
So
You told me to mix it because you said it's not always like mixed the best.
I feel like you can always see like the syrup on the bottom every time I get it, which isn't that big of a deal to stir it, but it makes you like, just why didn't you just
like your first sip? You're always just like,
yeah, it's always like too sweet
jolt
or
of sweetness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is good.
Ooh. You're right. You said before off camera that they use like French vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm actually a fan.
I usually don't like French vanilla as opposed to like regular vanilla, but I think it works with whatever they do. I don't know.
It does. I think it does work. Like, I do prefer more of like a vanilla bean type flavor, but I don't mind French vanilla.
Yeah.
I think it's good with this. You can definitely taste like it's more of a smooth coffee than what I would say you get at Starbucks. Starbucks, I definitely think that their vanilla lattes taste more creamy. I mean, this feels more balanced.
Like lighter.
Like Starbucks, yes.
I feel like Starbucks in general, this is becoming like a Dunkin versus Starbucks at this point, but I feel like Starbucks is very just like thick and fatty. Like whenever I drink anything Starbucks, it just feels like so heavy. I've never felt that way with this, but also cold brew can kind of be different. I've never tried a latte.
I guess I should look up like the calorie difference because that kind of weighs into my choice a little bit. Not terribly, but I do kind of think about that whenever I go to Starbucks too. So I usually never order, unless it's like my birthday drink and I'm gonna go all out with a venti, I never order anything above like a grande. Yeah. Just because Starbucks can be like really fatty. And it just
like you feel guilty after drinking a venti.
Yes.
Yeah. Something also that's interesting whenever you're ordering Dunkin' is on their little, you know, sticker that they have. It shows you like exactly what they put in it, like 3 pumps of vanilla and 3 cream. So like maybe if you were to try it and say like, oh, that's a little bit too much cream or too much vanilla, you would just know to ask. Like, I never knew how many pumps came into anything at Starbucks until I worked there. So
really? Isn't it like 4 normally for like a grande?
Yeah. Which, whenever you see how big some of the pumps are, it's like way too much. Especially like white mocha.
Okay, so I'm looking online at Dunkin's website to kind of get the breakdown of what the calories would be. So for a medium iced latte with French vanilla flavoring, it's 260 calories, which isn't that bad. And it looks like they make it with skim milk, which I think is kind of interesting because doesn't Starbucks make it with 2%?
Lattes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that may be why it feels more like heavy.
Yeah. I mean, 2% usually is like thinner than whole. It does taste like they make it with whole, and I feel like sometimes it is. Because I mean, I remember training new baristas and they thought like all the regular one, like the go-to milk was whole.
Really? Oh my gosh.
And people do that all the time, but it's really like the regular milk is 2%, which bled to whole milk.
I can't imagine like how often orders get messed up. Like I know as a consumer, you notice when your drink that you get all the time is off, but like I just wonder like how many times in my like life that I've gotten an order that's been messed up like that. I don't know. Yeah. You can definitely notice. I don't know that I would quite notice the difference between whole and 2%. I feel like I would.
Do you like whole milk? Because I just totally like to it.
I never buy whole milk. I mean, the only time I've probably ever drink whole milk is if you get like chocolate milk from
like the thick
like the
milk.
Promised Land. Like here in Texas we have Promised Land and it's whole chocolate milk, and I swear to you a serving of it is like 400 calories.
But like you know what you're getting, like you're like I want some Thickums chocolate milk.
It's the thickest chocolate milk. It's really good, but
like you know that you're like splurging on that, or like your intestines are not gonna be good later.
Exactly.
But worth it.
Okay, I want to jump into this bacon because I'm pretty excited.
I've been dying to try this for quite some time. So yeah, it just looks like peppered. For some reason I thought it was like
oh my gosh, if they did like candied,
I think it's like brown sugary.
Amazing.
Okay. It is.
Yes.
Oh my god. It's like peppery sweet, like brown sugar pepper.
I'm so happy with this. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And if I read the menu correctly, I think this was only 190 calories for the entire. Oh my gosh.
I'm going in for another.
That's amazing.
That is, imagine, okay, hear me out. Imagine going to go get your coffee and just go get this and then like make breakfast sandwiches of your own with this bacon.
Ooh. Wow, that is so good. Why did I wait so long to try this darn bacon? I know it's been out for like forever.
It does look like a lot more like in the ads, you know what I mean? Like a lot more like, I don't know, dog treat looking.
Like bacon strips. Oh my gosh. I can't get over this. This will make me go to Dunkin' more.
Like I would,
That's so good.
like that'd be such a good like little snack. Sounds weird, but
do they sell that all day?
I think everything's sold all day. That's so good.
Oh my god.
If y'all go get one thing.
Dunkin', never get rid of that. That's amazing.
And it like it doesn't taste like fake or like, I mean, it tastes
No,
like
it
a regular
tastes really good.
piece of bacon with pepper and brown sugar.
You don't really like kettle corn, do you? It kind of gives me like a kettle corn vibe. Just because of that like sweet and salty type of flavor. Yeah. And then the pepper that's on it like adds a really good extra layer.
Yes. That's like 10 out of 10. I don't like kettle kettle popcorn. It just is like really sugary. Like it tastes like sugar. It doesn't taste like, oh, like sweet.
Yeah.
It's like,
maybe you need like I want to get you like a fancy kettle corn. Cause it just depends. Like, have you tried the microwave ones only?
yes, but I've also tried like the candy, like where it has that like crunch or like where I don't know, like icing almost on the outside. You know what I mean?
Like Popcornopolis.
What is that? Mia Thermopolis?
You know the popcorn that comes in like the red like tubes? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because that's what it reminded me like when you said it has like icing almost. Mia Thermopolis, Princess of Genovia. Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like some kettle. I want you to like kettle corn, I think, but
you're like gonna try to get me to like kettle
there's
corn.
one out there that you would like.
I mean, I'm sure. I'm not like opposed, but I can't eat like a whole bowl of kettle corn.
Yeah.
Like it's fine.
I get you.
As a little like, that's sweet and tasty.
I do prefer like microwave popped ones, or like if you go if you go to like a baseball game and they have like that kind of kettle corn, usually those are really good because it's not super thick.
Yeah. Like
the sugar on the outside.
Yeah.
It's more balanced between like the salty and sweet. But anyways, maybe we'll have a popcorn episode.
Yes.
That would be fun. Like
I don't
just
know.
get a bunch of different popcorns.
Do you remember the fundraisers that you used to buy like the tins and it would be like the chocolate, which was like the best one usually. I don't like sweet popcorn, but the chocolate drizzle, and then like the cheddar.
Yes.
And the caramel corn and the.
So you like caramel corn? Or no?
Like I can eat some bites.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite. Like it's good.
Have you ever had the Chicago Pop? The caramel with the cheese, butter with the like cheddar. It's like
mixed. Is it mixed?
Yes. It's very good.
Probably.
It sounds weird, but it's good.
I mean,
I don't know.
Good.
When I was growing up, my parents used to always get my brother and I every Christmas a popcorn tin. Like, have you ever seen those ones that are usually at like the dollar store, or Walmart, or Target,
like with
or whatever?
The Santa or
yes,
whatever.
Or I know they have like pictures of dogs and stuff. Yes. Like I vividly remember getting this one with like a little golden retriever puppy on it.
Aww.
But it would have butter popcorn, caramel corn, and cheddar, like all in one. And I think it was like $5 or something. Yeah. So I would always look forward to that.
The cheddar one.
Anyways, I don't know how we got on popcorn, but
we were talking about the bacon.
Darn bacon. But oh my gosh, that bacon was so good. I'm gonna try one of these donuts, and I think I'm gonna go for one of these chocolate ones. These are so cute. Unpopular opinion, I think donut holes are better than regular donuts.
Okay, hold up. There's like something. What does that look like to you?
Almost like blueberry.
That's what I was thinking.
It looks like something is like in it.
Well, we'll find out. Cheers. Oh my god, it is blueberry.
I love cake donuts.
I'm so happy with all of this right now.
Me too. Another unpopular opinion for you. Cake donuts are better than like the fluffy airy ones, in my opinion. I just enjoy a good cake donut.
I love the fluffy airy ones for like a breakfast moment. Cake donuts, I mean, I think that they're better, but they're more like
Cake.
desserty. Okay, I'm like dying to try one of these like powdery ones. Oh,
I love a good powdered donut.
There's another. But it almost feels like, or looks like it's gonna be like.
That reminds me of those gas station donuts, you know? Or like the Hostess powdered donuts. Oh my gosh.
Definitely gonna make a mess. I couldn't tell whether it was lemon.
Lemon?
It tastes like.
Oh, it kind of.
There's like a taste to it.
You're right. I love the way the powdered sugar dissolves on your tongue, but have you ever accidentally like inhaled the powdered sugar?
Yes.
And you're like,
yes, they couldn't, like, if you don't have a drink with powdered donuts, they could be like super dry.
Powdered donuts used to be like my go-to. Like the whole
Like the
roll.
little donut. Oh, yeah, but like,
yes.
have you ever dipped them in milk? It's like gonna change your experience.
The look of disappointment.
You have to. It's
Okay.
like a must.
I'll do that next time I decide to get powdered donuts, which is like never.
I feel like I want to like try all the flavors.
I
it's
just
gonna
like,
bother me.
I hate to be the one that's always like, oh my god, it's like so many calories and I'm just like a dainty little girl, you know? But I hate to waste all my calories at the beginning of the day because then I feel like then I have to work out. It's just the struggle.
Going from my
I mean, I'm gonna
here.
eat this whole thing of bacon because this stuff is so good. We should make the boys try this.
Yes.
I feel like they would like it.
Nick, her boyfriend, tried like the regular donuts, strawberry frosted. What was it?
Strawberry frosted.
And he said they were really good. We didn't get any regular donuts, but
he got 3 of them
and ate them all.
I don't know. I haven't checked. Wow. I am really impressed.
And there's like a bunch of strips in here. Like there's still like 4 more strips.
Dunkin is like pulling out all the stops. Like, you go off, girl.
After trying it again, like I'm not like, oh, this is alright.
I could eat this forever and ever. Honestly, if I was like in a rush and I forgot breakfast, I would not be ashamed to pull into Dunkin and get a coffee and those bacon.
You could put that bacon, like if you just wanted to get fancy, you could put it on anything.
Yes.
Like imagine that on like a burger.
Oh my gosh,
like
that would
a
be
slider.
so good.
Like with like grilled onions.
Yes, with grilled onions. Oh yeah.
I always like turning like, what could we use this for in like another way?
That would be amazing, honestly. Oh my gosh. I'm just making myself more hungry.
I'm like, I really could finish everything.
And we will over time.
Flash forward to like 5 minutes when everything's gone and done.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think? Overall, your first experience?
First experience has been really good. Like, my coffee was really good. I think like we shook it up before, so there was no possibility of there being like a ton of syrup at the bottom. I do like the French vanilla. I'd be curious to try some of their other flavors because I don't know, I may have a different favorite at Dunkin' besides like French vanilla. Snack and bacon, delicious. Everyone needs to go try that. If you like bacon, you'll love that.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's, if you've ever made candied bacon, sometimes it can get like overly candied. Like you can put way too much maple or brown sugar on it. That is like a perfect balance. Like it still feels kind of breakfasty, but at the same time is like a sweet little treat.
Like it tastes like your average piece of bacon. Like it's not too peppery and it's not too sweet. It just tastes like a slightly candied bacon. It's just like so good.
Yes.
Go get it right now.
Donuts, as always, like just great. I love a good cake donut. Donut holes, way better. And you get an assortment if you get donut holes. So that's just like 10 out of 10. So
their flavors were interesting though. Like like you get an assorted amount, and it's chocolate, blueberry,
and powdered,
like powdery, slightly lemon, maybe not lemon, allegedly,
but kind of tastes like lemon a little bit,
but still good.
My goodness, Dunkin, for real, pulling out all the stops. I think I'm converted. Like I may go to Dunkin more often just for that bacon.
Yeah,
that may be like my Sunday morning type of thing.
And they have, I mean, they have breakfast sandwiches. They have scramble bowls.
Ton of stuff. And it's all like really good prices too.
Mm-hmm. Like nothing was Starbucks prices, that's for sure.
Mm-mm. No, Starbucks you get like 2 things and it's over $10. So since we completed our review of Dunkin, and that was just like a home run, let's talk about a cheaper alternative to Starbucks, because I think we're kind of already on that track.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, you said you've been going to Dunkin more often. Is that because it's like a convenience thing, like it's closer to you, or price, or quality?
I think I kind of like all of it, honestly. I mean, the Starbucks and Dunkin that I go to specifically are like right next to each other, so it's not like convenient to go to Dunkin like over it distance wise.
Yeah.
I've actually just like really fallen in love with specifically the cold brew with vanilla and cream. Like it's just really good. I think that Starbucks beats them in the way where they have sweet cream, but honestly, I mean, I don't know, for the price.
I feel like well, I may be speaking too soon. I want to go back to Dunkin in the fall and try their fall drinks, because I think that would be really interesting, because I think that Starbucks beats them on fall drinks.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna go out and say that, but that pumpkin cream cold brew at Starbucks is like next level good.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait for it to come back.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I mean, I just tried Dunkin. You just tried it for the first time, really. It's gonna be interesting because we haven't ever even tried their fall drinks ever. So what if they have like a pumpkin cold brew that just like knocks Starbucks out?
I know that they have like pumpkin drinks, because like everybody in the fall has pumpkin drinks. So now that we've tried it, I'm like really excited. Or like pumpkin donuts. Ooh. I don't know, anything pumpkin, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm just ready. I love fall. Like fall and winter are like my favorite. I mean, I enjoy spring and summer. I enjoy all the seasons.
Like I'm a seasoned lover.
I just love fall because it's just all of my favorite flavors,
colors, vibes, weather,
outfits, like just everything about fall is great. So it's my favorite. But anyways, no, I'm actually really surprised. I think that I would actually go to Dunkin more after this. Like my thing about Starbucks is sometimes I'm just kind of over the hype. Like I've had not as many bad experiences as good experiences, but it's kind of a mixed bag on whether you're going to get the drink that you really want. And I think that's what gets me a little bit about Starbucks. Like I go to the same Starbucks all the time, and for a while I was going about 3 times a week, like in the mornings. And so I made friends with like the baristas, and they always hooked me up. But I feel like if you just go to a random Starbucks, like you never know sometimes. Yeah. And it's hard because I just feel like, nothing against the baristas or anything, but I think it is like a hectic job, and sometimes they just, you know, cut corners in my opinion. But I don't know, I just think that Starbucks is still overpriced. Like so overpriced, and they continue to raise their prices like every year.
I think after like seeing, maybe it's not that big of a deal to anybody else, but like seeing how much cold brew or iced, I mean, I haven't had a hot drink from Dunkin, so I don't know, but having this much for $2-3, I think that's, I mean, to answer your question from earlier, that's what really has been like getting me to go there. Yeah. Because I don't want to spend $5 on iced coffee or whatever every single time. Yeah. So knowing that I can just go there for like a couple of
And
bucks.
I will say, for a while, I didn't go to Dunkin' because I used to work at 7-Eleven, like for, not in a store, but for their corporate office. And it was like a definite no, like no Starbucks, no Dunkin', because they were all competitors, obviously. So this kind of reminds me of like 7-Eleven coffee, like if it were already pre-made.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you that vibe, but it's already like made and taken care of. I feel like you can get good coffee anywhere that is cheaper than Starbucks.
Yeah.
And people just don't, maybe either don't want to like make it themselves or don't realize that it's there, because I think there is kind of a negative connotation with like gas station coffee when it's freshly brewed and they have to brew it every like 2 hours, and you can make it however you want. I don't know. I just feel like Starbucks has done a really good job with like their branding and have been able to charge more for their coffee. But there is a point when you finally realize that it's like you can get good coffee anywhere.
Yeah. I feel like anytime I've ever gone anywhere else other than Starbucks, I haven't been like, oh, this sucks compared to Starbucks. Usually it's better, to be honest. I mean, I think for the most part, if you really taste Starbucks coffee, no tea, no shade, but it's not great. It's really not.
I never get Starbucks drip coffee, ever.
No.
Or like their iced coffee. Like their iced coffee isn't that great.
But even like their espresso, it just has like a certain like bitterness to it. Like I used to do coffee tastings for Starbucks and like just taste like the plain, I mean, yeah, brewed coffee, but espresso or whatever, and it's just like not good.
Yeah, it's not the best. Now, I will say, I'm going to plug my Nespresso a little bit, because that has kind of changed the game for me personally. Because like I said, I was going to Starbucks like at least 3 times a week. Which, I mean, if you factor in $4 to $5 per drink, that's a lot of money to be spending on Starbucks every month. Or every year for that matter. So Nick and I, well, Nick's family, a bunch of them have gotten Nespressos, and so he had been using them like when he would go to his dad's house, and just kind of brought it up like, we should get an espresso too. And I kind of was like, I don't know if we'll use it, because my family had a Keurig for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I've always been kind of like iffy about a Keurig. I feel like drip coffee in general is more likely to give me a headache, but the Nespresso, like you brew espresso, not just like regular coffee, as compared to the Keurig. And so like the Nespresso has changed everything for me. Like I have a little coffee corner now, and I make my own lattes at home every day. They taste better than Starbucks because
macchiatos.
Yeah, caramel macchiatos, all the good stuff. And to me, they taste better than Starbucks. Like, it's Starbucks quality, but the espresso is more smooth. It doesn't have that bitterness. And it's like, the way the Nespresso brews your espresso, it comes out like more foamy and like smooth. I don't know. It's just the way that it does it. It's magic.
I mean, I've had many of your lattes, and they're way better than any Starbucks I've ever had. So
that has kind of been my way of cutting down on like coffee costs. But I think there are a ton of cheaper alternatives, like if you don't want to get an espresso, because the other part of having the machine is like you have to order your coffee. So I definitely have to do that, and you have to factor in like shipping time and all that stuff. But that has been a really cost-effective way for me to like stop going to Starbucks, and it's worked.
Like it's a bunch up front or whatever to like get the machine itself and like get the pods, but at the end of the day,
it's about like $1 per pod. So I don't know, I probably have one every weekday, and that's about $5 a week, whereas before I was probably spending $15 to $20 a week on coffee, which is just crazy. I just can't.
I mean, we can't lie, like we still love Starbucks. I got Starbucks yesterday.
I still love Starbucks. I like the refreshers, honestly. I like their tea. Like summer is my time to get pineapple black tea, or like pineapple black tea lemonade. That's tongue twister, but It's so good.
Their teas and stuff like that and refreshers
like
are
the
really
mixed
good.
drinks. Yeah, those are really good.
I think that the coffee itself is good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, it's good, but is it better than most other things? No.
Yeah.
But they do so well with their branding and marketing and whatever that it's like an addiction.
It really
the Starbucks
is.
cups. I
and
mean,
they're
like,
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just hard. And I think when it comes to coffee, you're either like one or the other. Like, I feel you definitely have a main coffee place that you go to. And for me, for the longest time, that was Starbucks. I mean, I may start to go to Dunkin more, but
it's going to take a lot to like wean you off of that.
Like, Starbucks is closer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that the main reason that we're comparing it to Starbucks at all is because, I mean, we don't go out and get coffee like anywhere else really.
Yeah.
I mean, we may go to like a local, you know, coffee shop or whatever, which is going to be the same price as Starbucks. But I think the main reason that we're comparing it is because it's like the closest thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the closest thing that we get to Starbucks. So it's
what I like about Dunkin is that, I mean, Starbucks has really good food. I love their little egg bites.
Yes.
I'd be curious to try more of Dunkin's food because they had all kinds of like bowls and bagels and sandwiches, like all kinds of stuff that I'd be curious to give that a shot and see how the food like maybe compares.
Yeah. If y'all want to see that, comment below.
But yeah, I think there are a ton of ways to like get your coffee cheaper. Not that I'm coming for Starbucks. I still like, yes, I still love Starbucks, but when I'm spending $20 a week on coffee, that's kind of outrageous.
And as like human beings, like, it's not normal to, you know, spend that much money on coffee a week. So really, we're just trying to like give you some other options. If you are an avid Starbucks goer or whatever and you spend a lot of money,
maybe try out Dunkin.
Yeah.
I think what we're trying to say is just there are tons of options. Maybe kind of take a look at what other options you have for coffee, because I know that we have recently, and I don't know, I may get Starbucks every once in a while, I may get Dunkin every once in a while, I may make coffee at home. There's just all kinds of things to do, and I feel like maybe it's just like what I'm in the mood for.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I want some bacon, I'm gonna go to Dunkin.
Yeah, and then while you're there, you're like, well, I can get my coffee for $2-3.
Yeah.
Try it all. Experience it all. Try whatever you want.
Exactly. I actually want to try Dunkin's like frozen drinks.
Yes.
Because I think that would be interesting. Because it seemed like they had not Slurpee type drinks, but like slushies almost.
Yeah, I think it's like smoothie, but like icy smoothie.
Icy smoothies.
They're called something, but I can't think of what it is right now.
I'm just like thinking forward to like summer drinks because that's what we're getting to. I'm really excited.
Yeah, like summer flavors. Maybe like in a couple, maybe like a month. I'm thinking it's not even summer yet and it's about to be summer.
Yeah.
But maybe in a couple weeks or so we can do like all, you know, summer flavors. We can go try like Starbucks stuff, and maybe we can do like a vlog or something.
Go look at our other Starbucks video on YouTube about their spring drinks, because I think that was a total flop.
Yeah, we did like a drive-through video. It was whenever like everything first started. We had just finished our class. That was a fail. It was like the pineapple matcha, the what was that weird one?
Golden ginger.
Yeah, that was
gross.
Terrible.
And I've seen people post about it, like, gonna go get my golden ginger drink. And I do not know how people drink that. The pineapple matcha was okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was good.
And then the salted cold foam, whatever, that was gross.
That was terrible. It tasted like they like mixed salt with. We're hating on Starbucks again. It's not intentional.
I love Starbucks. I love Dunkin. I love everyone equally, okay?
Yes.
We're not coming at anybody, but just saying to keep your options open, that's all.
Yes.
There's lots of things out there. That about wraps it up for today's episode, guys. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Chat Your Review on Instagram. I almost said Snapchat. We don't have a Snapchat.
Yet.
Instagram and YouTube to stay up to date with the latest news, chews, and reviews.
You can also listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Subscribe to all that, like us, share.
We'll be back next week with a brand new episode.
Bye.